Hey guys, Ricardo with Phastek.com. For any of you 2016 to 2018 Silverado owners that have been thinking about upgrading your truck to a newer body style, but it's not quite in your budget just yet, you might want to consider upgrading some of the parts on your truck to give you an upgraded look. One of the main points to consider would be the headlights, since they are the first thing that people see when you're driving up. Morimoto has a new set of XB headlights for the 2016 to 2018 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 that will give you a modern look with a simple swap. These XB headlights feature triple bi-LED projectors that put out a better beam pattern when compared to the factory headlight. Now that's not to say the factory headlights are bad, but having a wider and sharper beam going down the road is always a nice safety feature. A few other features about these headlights is the V-shaped DRL that will aid in the updated look to the new body style Silverado, and the sequential turn signal function that gives you that custom look if you want it to be active. The set I have here does have the black bezels that go around the headlights, and it will be a close match to the factory black paint. But if your truck has the chrome grille, there is chrome bezels available for you as well. Installation is going to be pretty straightforward, but we will have to transfer over the lower trim for the factory headlights. Other than that, these lights will simply bolt right in place and plug into the factory harness. Starting under the hood, we are going to have to remove the radiator cover. This will require us to remove the 12 push pin retainers and lift the cover out of the way. Now we can remove the 4 bolts holding the top portion of the grille to the support frame. With the 4 bolts removed, we can carefully pull on the sides of the grille to remove it from the retaining clips. To remove one of the headlight bolts, we are going to have to go at it from the fender liner. This bolt is hard to see, but it will be facing the side of the truck just behind the bumper. Use a 10mm wrench to remove the bolt. Now you can remove the other 3 10mm bolts holding the headlight assembly to the support. Push back the red retaining tab to depress the clip and remove it from the headlight. Repeat this process on both sides of the truck to remove the headlights. Alright guys, now before we can ditch the factory headlights, we are going to have to remove the lower trim bezel. This will require us to remove the factory complete bezel and remove the clips to get this panel off. Then we can install it to our Morimoto bezel and reinstall it to our headlight and then go back together. Using a plastic trim tool, carefully remove the factory bezel from the headlight. There will be some double-sided tape holding the bezel in place along various locations on the headlight. With the bezel removed, you can now access the clips on the back side and remove the lower painted piece of the factory bezel. The factory trim will install to the Morimoto bezel by simply snapping it in place. Then you can install the bezel to the Morimoto headlights. With the headlight assemblies ready, you can now install them back to the factory location. At this point, it will be easier to decide if you would like to have the sequential function operational. Connect the harness if you do not want the sequential function, or disconnect the harness if you do want the sequential function. Once the headlights are tightened in place, you can now reinstall the front grille and the underhood cover to the factory locations. Alright guys, now after making some simple adjustments to get the headlights pointed in the right direction, we can sit back and take a look at the new style. The triple bi-LED projectors really stand out when compared to the factory headlights. The V-shaped DRL gives us a great accent when going down the road, and the sequential turn signal function adds to the touch. The sequential function is optional with the harness on the backside of the headlight. If you do not want the function, simply unplug the connector and head on down the road. As always, thank you for watching. If you would like any more information about this product, go ahead and click the link in the description. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe for our future videos.